Hey guys, welcome back to a fresh new video. Today we talk about 4 books that you must read if you are someone who loves businesses and if you want to become an entrepreneur or you are one. This video is a must watch for you. Let's start. So the first book that you must read is this book by Peter Thiel. It's called 0 to 1. Now it's a book on startups. Now the gist of this book is the next Bill Gates will not build an operating system, right? The next Larry Page, who's the founder of Google, will not build a search engine. So if you are copying the products that's already there in the market, then you're taking the world from 1 to N. But if you're building something new, if you're building something unique and solving a problem, then you're taking the world from 0 to 1. So that's the gist of this book, which is a must read for aspiring entrepreneurs. The second book that you should read is this book by Simon Sinek, which is Start with Why. Now you must have seen this picture a lot of times. This is the why model. Now the why model states that the outermost circle states the what of every company, what every organization does. This is ideally their products that they sell or the services that they offer. The middle layer is how they do it, and what are the things that differentiates them from their competition. And the third and the most important thing is why do they do what they are doing. So it could be, if you're saying कि पैसा है, पैसा चाहिए, पैसा के लिए हम ये सब कर रहे हैं, then that's a result, that's not the process. So this book talks about why you should do what you're doing. Place the why question before any other question, before starting anything new. So this is the third book, and I'm sure you must have read this book. This is one of my personal favorites. This is the book called Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Now this book talks about how as entrepreneurs you can build your influence, and he discusses certain stories of entrepreneurs who have already built their influence. So he discusses certain stories as to how they've done it, what are the strategies that they've implemented, the strategies, the social media strategies, the digital media strategies that one should implement in order to, gain their influence on the people around the world. So this book is a must read for entrepreneurs and I'm sure you must have followed Gary Vee. So Gary Vee talks about, perspective and happiness and kindness and, humility. So he talks about every such aspect in that book, and this is a must read if you're a Gary Vee fan, and also if you are an aspiring entrepreneur. So last but not the least is this book, which is again one of my most favorite books, which is Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is the number 1 book on personal finance. Firstly, this book explodes the myth that you need to earn high income in order to be rich. Secondly, this book talks about why it talks about how you need to build your asset column more than buying stuff. Third, it reminds us that why we cannot count on our education system in teaching the importance of money, because this generation spends lavishly, and we need to teach the importance of money to this generation and also the upcoming generations. And school will not teach the importance of money and the importance of finance. It talks about how one person experiences his own dad, who he calls as poor dad, and he talks about his friend's dad, who he calls it as rich dad. So there are 2 ideologies, and I believe this book will give you a lot of insight on personal finance. So these are some of my recommendations on 4 books for every business persons or every entrepreneurs. If you have any suggestions, then mention them in the comments down below, and let's share the knowledge that we have. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel if you're new to this space. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.